Hey guys, welcome to Cooking Paleo according to Anna. Clever name, right? Today I'm going to share with you 3 fun paleo appetizers that would be perfect for a football party, like one that you might have this weekend because of the Super Bowl. I'm going to be making garlic dill sweet potato wedges, bacon wrapped pineapple, and mini pepperoni pizza bites. And if you're confused by my usage of the word paleo, check out a video that I did explaining more in detail what paleo is. It can be found down below or in the cards or somewhere. It can be found somewhere. Let's get started on our first appetizer. My first appetizer that I'm going to make for you guys is the simplest one of all, bacon wrapped pineapple. Doesn't that sound delicious? I'm really excited about it. I have had pineapple and I've had bacon, but I've never had pineapple wrapped bacon. I don't think that it can go wrong. Like I said, this is super simple. The prep time is about 10 minutes and the baking time is anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes depending on how crunchy you want your bacon. The ingredients for the bacon wrapped pineapple are 6 slices of bacon that I have cut into 2 halves and 1 to 2 cups of pineapple. That's it, just 2 ingredients. How easy is that? And toothpicks, you need toothpicks. But, all right, so let's assemble them. The pineapple chunks should be sliced to about 1 inch, maybe in diameter. The very first step is to wrap the slice of bacon around the pineapple chunk. Once you've done that, you can place the bacon wrapped pineapple on a baking sheet that has been lined with parchment paper and stab it with a toothpick. So it doesn't do that. That's why you want the toothpick. Now only 50 more to go. I should probably point out that the recipe actually said to do 12 pieces of bacon cut in half. So you'll actually have 24. So that's for a big party. Since it's just Randy and I chose to do 5 slices, so we have 10 pineapple chunks. Now I'm going to pop them in the preheated oven at 425. Like I said, they're going to bake for about 20 to 30 minutes until the bacon is ready for your liking. So if you like crispier, then you're probably gonna wanna wait the full 30 minutes. The bacon wrapped pineapple bits are finished, but they're really hot. And I wouldn't suggest eating them until they have completely cooled down because of the bacon fat. It's gonna be extremely hot. And here are my bacon wrapped pineapple bites. They're all finished, and here's what they look like. And now, time for appetizer number 2. Now on to our second appetizer, the garlic dill sweet potato wedges. I'm excited about these. The ingredients you need are 3 sweet potatoes that have been cut in half lengthwise, and then each half has been cut into individual wedges, and that made about 4 or 5 wedges. 1/4 cup of duck fat that has been melted. If you didn't want to use duck fat, you could also use coconut oil or olive oil or any other of the healthier oils. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 cup of salt, and 1/8 teaspoon of paprika. We'll also be using 3 to 4 teaspoons of dill. And the recipe calls for fresh dill, however, I will be just using seasoned dill. You're going to place the wedges in a bowl and then cover with water and ice for about 30 minutes. While they are soaking, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees. Once you remove the wedges from the water, go ahead and pat dry. Once the sweet potatoes have been patted dry, you're gonna place them in a dry bowl, and we're gonna put the duck fat and some of the seasonings on. After the ingredients have been added, you're gonna toss them. I'm gonna be extra messy and use my hands. Ah, potato out. My cat out there was playing. Once you feel that they have been coated enough and to your liking, you can add them to a baking sheet that has been lined with parchment paper. preheated oven at 450 degrees. And they're going to cook for about 30 minutes until cooked through and browned. Oh, hello, bacon wrapped pineapple. How are you doing? Are you simmering well? Hope so. Hope so. My sweet potatoes are now finished, so I'm gonna pop them out of the oven. Oof, you're hot. You are so hot. I'm going to let them cool for 4 to 5 minutes, and then there's one last step until they are ready to be eaten. I'm so excited if you cannot tell. So for the final step of the sweet potato wedges, I'm going to place them back into the same bowl that I tossed them in, and I'm going to sprinkle the dill on top, and I'll kind of toss gently again, and that dill will supposedly give it just the best flavor ever. So we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. And there should still be some duck fat around the edges of your bowl, and that's gonna help the dill stick to the sweet potato. The recipe calls for 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh dill, but I don't have fresh dill. I'm going to just use the seasoned dill. I'm not using 3 to 4 tablespoons because I don't want to. If you're cooking it for your family, there's freedom in you doing as much or as little as you want. Oh, it's so hot! Because I didn't let it go 5 minutes like I told them to. Do what I say, not what I do. And my garlic dill sweet potato wedges are finished, and they look interesting. I'm sure they're gonna taste way better than they look. If you let them bake a little bit longer than I did, I bet they'll come out crispier. On to appetizer number 3. The last appetizer of the video are the pepperoni pizza bites, and they are really easy to assemble as well. Prep time is anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, and cook time is only 10 minutes. Isn't that exciting? Here are the ingredients that you will need for the pizza bites. About 24 slices of good quality pepperoni or salami. You could do salami if you would like. About 1/2 cup of diced sweet bell peppers, and any other pizza topping that you would like. You could do tomatoes, you could do banana peppers. The choice is yours because it's your pizza bite. 1/2 cup of good quality pizza sauce. It's important that you make sure to look at the ingredients in the pizza sauce that you buy. And 1/2 cup of goat cheese. If you didn't want to use goat cheese, you could use almond cheese, or if you are not full paleo, you could do mozzarella as well. The recipe also calls for basil, so if you had it on hand, you could use basil. I completely forgot to add it to my collection, so I will not be using basil tonight, but you can if you'd like. Using a miniature muffin tin, you're going to place 1 slice of pepperoni down into the muffin pan. With some of them, I may put 2 and just kind of put them down in there together. So scratch what I said about using only 1 slice of pepperoni. I think 2 would work best. So just according to me. Now you're going to fill your cups with your pizza toppings. I will fill my cups with my bell pepper, and you can use your tomatoes or your banana peppers or your onions, whatever you choose to do. When you're finished filling the cups with your toppings, you're going to fill them up with about a teaspoon of your pizza sauce. A little more or a little less, but the goal is to get them into the muffin cup. Once you've added your pizza sauce, you're going to use your goat cheese or your mozzarella cheese or your almond cheese. With goat cheese, it's important to remember that a little bit goes a long way. Once you have finished the goat cheese, you could sprinkle a little basil on top if you were going the basil route. Doop, 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 doop. That's my imaginary basil. It tastes pretty good. You're going to add them to a preheated oven at 400 degrees, and they're going to bake for only 10 minutes. Well, hello there, sweet potato wedges. Meet your new roommate, pepperoni bites. Enjoy. It is now time to pull out the pepperoni bites, and so I will do that promptly. Hey, pepperoni bites. You didn't quite turn out the way I thought you would. And finally, my mini pepperoni pizza bites are finished. They look lovely. I think if you added more colorful toppings, that would help the look quite a bit. I think this is another appetizer that I believe will taste better than it actually looks. Here are my 3 appetizers. I think it's only appropriate that I do a taste test to just let you know how each one tastes, right? I'm gonna start with the pineapple bite. I love that taste, that a bit of crunch and the sweet and the just a tad bit of salty that the bacon brings. I love it. I will definitely be fixing these again. Now I'm going to try one of my mushy sweet potato wedges. These are really good. I'm a huge fan. That taste is amazing, and I think the dill does bring a lot of flavor to the potato. So I would fix these again, but I would leave them in the oven a little bit longer than I did. Make a note of that. Last, the pizza bite. It's got a good flavor, but I don't know if I love it. I think these 2 are much better, but this would be a really fun appetizer if you had kids coming to the party. It's very kid friendly. Maybe less goat cheese would help, I think. Keep in mind, I am not a chef. I am just barely decent at cooking. So I'm doing these videos for fun, not because I think that I am the next greatest chef. So please just keep that in mind, especially when you look at how my dishes turned out. It's all for fun, and I'm just excited to introduce 3 possible appetizers that you can use at a football party that are paleo. Information on where each recipe came from can be found down below. I will be doing more paleo recipes every Wednesday, so stay tuned. And if you'd like to see more paleo videos or just more videos of my face in general, consider subscribing so you won't miss a beat. That's a wrap on this Cooking Paleo According to Anna video, and I hope to see you on the next one.